Hi, I'm Rolf Perez with Shooter's Paradise. This is our fourth video in our little series about situational awareness, specifically what you need to be looking for. Because obviously we can see something and not identify it for what it actually is and miss the importance of it. Had that happen to me, and it's not a good thing. So in this video, we have a list of 10 items that we think people should be looking for. We've addressed some of those other items. In this video, we're going to be looking at item number 9. And that item specifically is any group of young men, especially those that are obviously together and are ignoring each other. So, any group of young men, oh, that's a horrible thing to say, that this might be a warning sign. But if you look at the testosterone curve in a man's life, and you also look at the criminality curve that occurs in some men's life, you will notice that those two curves are almost identical. Yeah, it's true. Testosterone is a horrible drug. Testosterone gets a lot of people in a lot of trouble. And unfortunately, it is a serious driver or it appears that it is a serious driver for a lot of criminality. So, any group of young men is not a group that I want to have anything to do with. Wow, that's a very powerful, incredible statement. This even goes so far as to apply to a group of 20-year-old men, 4 or 5 of them standing together on the sidewalk outside of church on Sunday morning. Even though I was a good churchgoer in my early 20s, I still had tons of testosterone coursing through my veins. So this is something to pay attention to. The serious part of this is when there's a group of young men who are obviously together, but they're ignoring each other. This is a trap. As the author Mark McYoung says, we don't all have the ability to fight off lions and tigers, but we certainly, everybody has the ability to not walk into their lair. And so this is an incident of identifying the lair. This is a trap. Anytime you have a group of men who are dressed, like say they're all dressed in overalls. There's no one for miles around dressed in overalls, and we have 4 men in one location, all dressed in overalls, and they're obviously ignoring each other. Well, they're obviously together, you can tell by how they're dressed, and they're ignoring each other. Well, why are they ignoring each other? They're ignoring each other because they're waiting in their trap for the wrong person to step into the trap and spring the trap. And then obviously you're looking at what's called a strong arm robbery, where oftentimes weapons are not used, but the threat of violence is used as an incredible motivator to take that person's possessions or what have you away from them. So our 9th item on our list is any group of young men, because of the dangers involved with that horrible drug testosterone, and also any group of young men who are obviously together but ignoring each other. Oftentimes you'll see them spread out along a wall alongside a sidewalk, or they'll be spread out in a parking area, something like this. You couple this is a warning sign. You couple this with a couple more items. Now we need to act. First, I will avoid any group of young men, just straight off. It's just wise. If I see a couple of other things, like pretending to do something, which we addressed in another video, is added into this. So there's 4 guys, obviously together by their style of dress. They're ignoring each other. They're in the same general area, they're ignoring each other. And they're all 4 pretending to be on their phones. And I can tell they're pretending because they'll hold their phone, they'll pretend to scroll without looking at the phone, and they're actually watching other people. Whew. That's 2 very strong warning signs right there. Personally, I'd act on those 2 to remove myself from the situation. That's always your best option. I wouldn't take a action to harm somebody without an additional indicator. in that case. And always remember that whatever you do has to be proportional to whatever potential threat there is there. Not an imagined threat, a real potential threat. Anyway, hopefully this has been helpful to you. Feel free to leave a comment, to watch some more videos. We'll have some more. Hopefully you found this information helpful to you. Have a great day.